Chicken Joel Action News coming to you live. Let's go to the news. Everybody, first up today, we have got Commander Legends. It's coming to Magic the Gathering online, and it's notable how they're doing it. There's a couple of different things that they're doing. First off, we got some new avatars coming in. Personally, I think this one is rather attractive. New avatars for some of the new characters, including this character, the main character of Magic the Gathering right now, Jeweled Lotus. Right? If that's not the main character, I don't know what is. Further down, they're changing up. I don't know if you play MTGO, but they're changing up how they're doing their phases. You can go and set in dual settings so that your phases are set ahead of time. Not super notable. Good though. They're trying to make the player experience a little better over there for Commander. I mean, speaking as someone who plays Commander on MTGO all the time, I know how steep the learning curve can be from a UI aspect, from a control aspect. And so any attention that they're putting on the UI, the platform, any of that user experience stuff, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And it's good that with this set, they're spending some time on it. I mean, I remember when Jake and I started talking about Commander Legends, and it's supposed to be the year of Commander, and then 2020 happened, and everybody's inside, and paper play is at a much lower scale, I would say. And so we've got this game type that really needs to be translated to the online space and how you're going to play it. Seems like they're putting some time on it. So they're doing it the same way. If you're familiar with drafts in the client, they're doing it a similar way, where you go in, you draft your deck, and you've got your deck. After that, the commander's not separated while you're drafting. All your cards are together, but then afterward you can start, as you can see, making your deck out of everything, putting your commander in the right place. And this looks more like the UI when you're building a commander deck in your collection. Prismatic Pipers in this format, you just click this add button right here. Kind of interesting. They're not taking the, you got to draft a Prismatic Piper or find a Prismatic Piper sitting around after somebody's drafted in their chaff. Just click on that right there. That's pretty cool. After that, they've got this voting system happening. And you got to let me know what you think about this voting system, because you're gonna get more points for like being a good opponent or something. For like being sweet to your to your opponents, I guess. Or not sweet, but like having a good time. I don't know. So you hit play and you go in and you earn prizes based on how many votes you accrued. And it looks like this. So you choose your favorite opponent that just played against you. Okay. And then that person gets the most votes, and they get prizes based on how many votes you accrued. And that has to do with focus on the fun. This is their simple design goal. Focus on the fun. There's still leagues. You're playing at your own pace. That's how they normally do it. You're drafting. You're still focused on winning. You still get prizes by winning. But it sees the best way to earn prizes isn't just by winning, but by winning players over to your side. How you do that's up to you. Will you try to impress others with powerful plays, or will cunning strategy convince them to vote for you? So they're building in this like philosophy aspect of it, or this like fun philosophy aspect of it, where it's almost like another political kind of scheme on top of the whole thing, right? Like you can ask your opponents, hey, you know, I'll help you here if you'll vote for me afterward. It's up to them if they do it or not, but I feel like you've still got this like political currency that you can play with, and that's pretty interesting to me. The Commander Legends League starts, I believe, on the 18th. Let me check my calendar. Yeah, I believe it's the 18th. And so that is definitely something that I'm looking forward to. You can either enter, they've got leagues and Phantom Draft leagues. So Phantom is you don't keep the cards afterwards if you're not familiar. And so you've got this way to play it for super cheap if you just want to play it. Event ticks are roughly $1. So it's like $10 to enter into a Phantom version of it, or 100 play points, which is another currency that they have on the platform. If you're not familiar, you can earn them, and yeah, so you earn them for various things, playing in different tournaments and such. But this voting thing, what do you think about that? It's kind of interesting, right? It's got some merit. Why isn't this showing? Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. We're gonna have this able to play on the 18th, which means for us on the channel that we're gonna have drafts going as soon as the middle of next week. Live, obviously. Hang out with y'all. Draft some Commander Legends. Maybe we can get some games together. That'd be fun too. I don't know if anybody else plays MTGO, but you know that's... I play a lot of MTGO Commander, and so that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. Also, these avatars are sweet. Platinum Imperium is my personal avatar right now. On the Jake and Joel channel, I think it's... What is it? I've got an MTGO open. Oh yeah, it's Kamal from Amonkhet. We've got the bird and the Kavu, but we've been using not Kamal. I've been reviewing Commander Legends for too long. Gideon Yura from Amonkhet. Gideon. And then on my personal account, me avatar is... They've got some cool ones. They really do. You kind of scroll through here and see which ones you like, and then you can buy these straight up from an online store. Like card hoarders or mana traders. Card hoarders? Is that right? This is my personal one. Platinum Imperium. But yeah, pretty cool Commander Legends news. Excited to get it going. Let's see if it's going to be... Got it. Downtime is on November 18th. Okay, so the official release for this, November 19, 10 a.m. Pacific, we get Commander Legends Leagues in MTGO client. And you better bet next Thursday, mark your calendars, we are dropping some Legends streams on you. And you can come in and hang out and tell us what you think. Let's catch up on chat a little bit. Got some Oregon people here. We got UK Barry. Barry, what's up? Bruno, what's up? Good to see y'all. Very cool news. Let's look at a Secret Lair. Secret Lair tease. A Secret Lair tease that we saw today. Hang on. Next up on Jake and Joel on Magic News, MTG Secret Lair tweeting cryptically yesterday evening saying, "Help us decide something. Knights or dinosaurs?" I don't know if anybody saw this tweet, but this is... Okay, so you can see how I voted, obviously. I voted dinosaurs because Jurassic Park was one of the earliest movies to have an impact on me in a big way. And so I've loved dinosaurs ever since. Ixalan Block was super hype for me. That's what I'm saying. But Knights v Dinosaurs. I'm interested in this. Is this a new technique for deciding secret layers? Because I'm here for it. I think this is great. This is exactly what you should be doing. Leaving it up to the community. I know some of them, I mean, we're probably going to have more licensed ones in the future that are going to cause a furor, right? But I think that this approach, when it can be done, is an excellent approach. Leave it up to the community. Build some pre-hype for whatever you've got coming out. And be like, I mean, honestly, there's hype for Knights too. Like, if Dinosaurs is the choice here based on this public poll, there's hype for Knights too, because you know it's coming out. They wouldn't plan this. They wouldn't get the art. They wouldn't, you know, hire the artists, design the cards if they're mechanically unique. They wouldn't do all that unless we were going to have both of these coming up in the future, right? Nick, what? Nick, there's another poll today? Oh my gosh, where am I? Where even am I? I'm over here planning streams, trying to scarf down some lunch before we go. Oh, this was an hour ago. All right, chat. We're gonna vote together. Look, my mod voted. Crabs! Food Time is all in on the crab meme. Food Time loves the crab meme. Let's drop a like on that one. There we go. All right, let's do the serious business here. Food Time's one of our mods in our Discord and on our streams. I don't know if he's here today. But, we've got to vote. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody type in the chat, Hydras or Merfolk? We're gonna vote on this as a community. The Jake and Joel are magic community. All my beautiful token creatures in the chat are gonna help me vote on what we're gonna choose. I'm seeing a lot of Hydra so far. If you're thinking Merfolk, you better speak up. Because Hydras are winning right now. There's another vote for Hydra. It's coming in hot. Ooh, look at this. You guys and girls are a group of Hydra lovers. Hail Hydra! None of you are interested in Merfolk. We have one Mr. Brightside. Thank you for fighting the Merfolk fight. All these other knuckleheads just want to do Hydras. I'm kind of with them though. I think I would vote for Hydras. It would be cool to get a secret layer for Hydras. Yeah, let's think about this from the secret layer aspect, right? Like, what are the top Hydras in EDH? Let's go to Scryfall. We always use Scryfall, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we make decisions around here. We're gonna go type Hydra, legal in Commander. We're gonna sort by EDH rank. Okay, so let's look at the top. What do we got? 8 to 12 Hydras here. So Ovenwald Hydra is dope because it searches for lands, so that's awesome. Genesis Hydra is going to bring other stuff along with it. Putting a non-land permanent with CMC X or less from among them onto the battlefield, so that's good. Mana Gorger Dragon, when a player casts a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Mana Gorger Hydra. Did I say dragon? Alright, wake up. Wake up, Joel. It's the afternoon. So this one grows like that ox, right? Whatever that ox is, or beast, or I think it's an ox. Not really sure. So what would we think is going to be in this secret layer? Hydra Omnivore seems like an obvious choice because it was from a Commander product. And so it's got low reprints. Voracious Hydra's decent because it's also a removal spell when it comes in. But that means that you gotta be able to get that X over the toughness of whatever creature you want to kill. So it's not a guarantee. And you get better returns on enters the battlefield, fight creatures elsewhere. But the versatility of this also, being able to come in as a +1/+1 counter doubler, that's I think where a lot of the value of this will come from, is the versatility. And it also comes with trample, which is nice. And as you can see, unlike you would really think, only half of the top 4 EDH rec ranked Hydras even come with trample. So you got to figure out a way to give them trample if you're going to make some giant creature, you know? Yeah, Hydroid Krasis is decent. It's a 2-color, so they could branch off. I mean, look at this. These are all green, right? Except for Hydroid Krasis and then Progenitus. Once we get down here, we start to see our gold Hydras, but, you know, Zaxxar is dope. Polykranos is dope. Savageborn is fine. It's a big double-striking creature at the right time, and you can build it. Not at instant speed, but you can still build it. Alright, let's look at Merfolk. If we're going to vote, we're going to be informed voters, ladies and gentlemen. We want to know all the issues. EDH rank. Okay, so we got Tatiova. We just saw a reprint of that, though, right? Didn't this one... No. No. This one didn't come in Commander Legends. No, yeah. Mystery Booster, that's what I was thinking of. But still, it's a highly played card. Huge EDH card. You know, a special art of that one would be pretty dope. Thassa's Oracle just came out this year. Who was saying they want to put a... Yeah, Barry. Yeah, it seems like they want to put a recent card in there. So Secret Lair Merfolk would maybe have Thassa's Oracle. Prime Speaker Zagana seems like a good choice. Having a legendary in there seems like a good choice. So if we go back and look at Hydras, you know, like maybe Progenitus, maybe Zaxxar or Polykranos. Having one legendary creature in there so that people can use it as their commander, that seems pretty normal, right? Like if I look at... Okay, so this was Secret Lair. Well, these were all legendary creatures, but these were Secret Lair, the chromatic one. And you had the Reaper King and the Ur Dragon and our Sliver Overlord. But then a better example of what I'm talking about is here. For the Ooze Secret Lair, you had Scavenging Ooze, Necrotic Ooze, Void Slime, and Acidic Slime, which are, you know, EDH playable for sure. But you have Mimoplasm on top of all of that. Because I think that they're seeing, you know, if they release these special products as like a little supplemental commander product, they're going to make more money. And they're a company. We don't want them to take advantage of us, but we want them to make money so that they can keep making more stuff. But yeah. So I think Prime Speaker's Zagana would be a good one. Oh, do y'all see my dog walking around? Peach is restless today. I'm not sure what's going on. She thinks there's something outside we need to be warned of. Merfolk. Emery would be a good target for Merfolk. That's one that came out late last year. Thrasios would be like the grail idea, right? If we were going to go top value. And what is this card? It's $40 card. We know we're getting a reprint here, but these cards are going to be rare. Rarer than you would think, and so... You know, having Thrasios in there would be cool. Give some value to the set. World Shaper's got dope art, but it's fine. Herald is good, but it seems kind of plain to put in there, but maybe. I like Zagana. I like Tatiova. Thassa's Oracle. If I was going to make it, and I'm not using Thrasios, I would say Zagana, Tatiova, Oracle and Herald. And that's just based on like the EDH playables that I would want. Like that set doesn't really make much sense unless they're very much like, oh, we just wanted to put powerful commander stuff in there, which, you know, they like to like mix it up. Maybe Tuvasa. Yeah, I don't know. They also like to throw one in, you know, for like pauper players or for like legacy players or stuff that, you know, where you would want 4 of them, like if Miscloaked Herald is a 4 of in any deck. Stuff like that. Shore Stalker. I could see that. Food time. I was talking about the other vote they had yesterday and how I thought it was noteworthy in a couple of different ways, and somebody was like, yo, there's a new vote up, and so we went over and now we're trying to pick, would we pick Merfolk or Hydras? And I saw your, saw your comment, man. So yeah, that would be my pick for Merfolk Secret Lair, and for Hydra Secret Lair, I really like Ulvenwald just because it's a mythic and it searches, and it was reprinted in Jumpstart, but what did that even do to prices? That's probably a video we need to make. I haven't even looked into that. You know, Ulvenwald, and for the cheap one, maybe like Hydroid Krasis. How much is Hydroid Krasis right now? Oh, that's a $12 card? What? God, I thought this card would tank after rotation. Alright, people like that card. Yeah, so far, through voting in the chat, we've got a hardcore vote towards Hydras. I'm still listening to arguments for Merfolk, but I think we're going to go back over there and vote for Hydras. I'm trying to decide. I also like Steelbane Hydra. I think right now this card is underplayed, because I've had it absolutely warp some games for me. Like, pull me back from the brink, especially if I can, you know, pump 5, 6, 7 into that X and have it come out as a 7, 8, or 9 that I spent on it. But even then, for a one-time activation, if you put it in for 2, comes in as a 2/2, you're paying 3 more, so you got 7 mana invested altogether, creating a creature, destroying an artifact or enchantment. I like the repeatable effect, you know, so I like being able to, you need to really stuff some mana into this to make it valuable, to have multiple triggers. But I just think this card is underplayed overall. What's the one that doubles? That's the Colonian. Colonian Hydra, I think, is probably a staple. This is pretty much a staple Hydra here. Enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters on it, and when it attacks, double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. That's pretty good. And I like this one. Like I said, there's that red... I don't know what the name of it is. That red bull. I think it's a shapeshifter. And it grows the same way that Mana Gorger Hydra does. Whenever a player casts a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I forget what the name of it is. I love that card too. That was one of my... Mauler, Taurian Mauler. Thank you. Yes. And so on top of that, like I said, I think we need to find a legendary Hydra and really to put in here on top of the whole pack, because they want it, you know, they want these secret layers to appeal to every type of player, right? Like, you need some stuff in there for Commander, you need some stuff in there for modern players, maybe for legacy players, for Pauper, you know. You want it to be overall a good purchase for a Commander player, because they're going to have the most money to spend, and they're going to spend it. It's going to be the widest section of the player base, and you know that'll encourage the people buying 1 or 2 copies. But then you need that like 4 of in there to really make people want to pursue multiple of them if they want to get 4 of some certain card. But the point is, on the top is that we need a Commander in here, and I mean, it's like, for me, it's Progenitus, Polykranos, or Zaxara, right? That's really all I can think of. I've played Zaxara. You can go and look. We've got gameplay on the channel for it. We've got a 3 ways to build for it on the channel. It's a good commander. I think in that gameplay we went infinite with Freed from the Real because it can add 2 mana. And Utlash just seems, I mean, pretty basic. That's why I liked Zaxxara so much. We really needed red in the colors here, but, you know, can't have everything. But yeah, Progenitus would be fine, except for I feel like they have printed so many different... Oh no, they've just reprinted it. I got this at some GP we went to. What is this one? From the Vault Legends. Alright. That's pretty spicy art there. But yeah, I think we're gonna vote for Hydras, y'all. Is everybody lock that in? Where'd it go? Here it is. We're going for Hydras. Look at that, chat! We as a group do not speak for the entire fan base. At least 6,767 of them. If you want it to be Hydras, go to Twitter. Go vote. Make your voice heard. Rock the vote 2020. This one ended up at about 11,000. So this one's got... We're on the back end of 6 here, so it's got about 4,300 votes left. Oh, did Prof rig this one? No! Of course he did. He loves his Merfolk. That makes sense. That makes sense. I bet. Yeah, we don't have the influence that Prof does. Part of me is like, well, shit, I'll retweet it. I'll get some votes. Yeah, right. Come on. Crabs. Let's frame this one. There you go. That's it right there, y'all. Best tweet of November 11, 2020. We found it. You're not lying, Food Time. To divulge a little bit. There we go. You got 59. Oh, this is showing all prints. Look at what is this? Did we need 4 versions of Sharks? No. Food Time, you got plenty of big pinchers here. You got plenty of crabs. We're not looking at crabs. Anyway, I thought that this secret layer news was relevant because if you're putting it, number one, you're building hype preemptively for a secret layer, right? And right now secret layer has some work to do. It wasn't like the everybody's favorite thing, if you will, but it was an acceptable thing. Everybody was just like, fine, it exists. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some I'm interested in, some I'm not. And then secret layer Walking Dead happened, and they got to get some love back on their side. They got to get a little back. And I think doing this, involving the community like this, is a good play. I like because you're pre-building hype, not only for the one that wins the vote, but for both of them, and you're building up this, like, you know, it's the same, you know, Professor going and retweeting it, right? You're building up this community hype for the product, and so I like that. You know, if we keep it this way, for the ones that they can, like I said at the beginning, it can't always be this way. So, we'll probably see some secret layers within the next month. We still got to see something for Christmas probably, right? I know we saw the Christmas card. We're going to talk about that. But yeah, Secret Lairs. Boom. Thought that was pretty cool. Later crabs. Later Commander Legends. Secret Lair. What do we got next? Ah, yes. Ah, yes, our next news item. Hang on just a second. We gotta do the thing. Y'all know we gotta do the thing. Next up on Jink and Joel Action News, we have coverage of the new Wizards and WPN Holiday Silver Bordered card. Let's take a look at Top Deck the Halls. All right, thank you for that. Thank you, News Joel. We appreciate the update. Top Deck the Halls. This is our holiday card. This looks pretty cool. And it's actually good. It says you win the game. If you've seen our tier list for you win the game cards, we love this. Any card that says you win the game, I'm like, all right. Creative juices, flow, gears, turn. Let's begin. We need to win the game with this win the game card. So it says 1 white, 1 red, 3 other. And God bless them if they're like, we've been trying to give white some heat, so we're going to make this card white. 1 white, 1 red, 3 other. Top Deck the Halls. Enchantment. Decorated cards in your hand have Miracle Snow. Decorated cards include premiums, promos, and cards with alternate frames or art. So, promos, like stamped cards, I would assume. Alternate frames or art, that's like every card that's come out in 2020. As long as it's not, yeah, food, thank you for that. As long as it's not a base card, it should be fine, right? Premiums, is that like Secret Lairs? I'm not really sure. Premiums, I would assume, mean Secret Lairs from the vaults. Stuff that you buy individually. Promos are going to be your GP promos, your stamped cards, the give outs, like the certain art Sing Gear for Commander Legends, that in-store promo they've got, and then alternate frames or art are like everything above the base set, right? Oh, premiums are foils too. Jeez, so bling out your deck, drop this enchantment. My goodness gracious. Well, see, Bruno, it's either a very small gingerbread man running around in a Christmas tree, or it's a normal sized gingerbread man running around in an enlarged Christmas world wherein everyone walks around on a Christmas tree like Ewoks, like Christmas Ewoks. I like this card because it is wildly playable, right? Like, I know this isn't a real card, and it's silver border, so every play group is going to have their own ideas about whether that's legal or not. But the card is good. This is what Food Time was alluding to. These two cards are similar. Top Deck the Halls is an allusion, an homage, if you will, to Dream Halls. So that's pretty cool. Also a pretty good EDH card. It's also why it's $30. But yeah. Saw that a holiday card today. I think last week while we were streaming, somebody was asking if we had seen the holiday card for this year yet. Somebody had brought it up. The answer then was no. The answer now is yes. You've seen it here first on Jake and Joel Action News. It's a fun card. Whoa. Zoomed in much? Top deck the halls. We're not going to do a whole news bit for this one, but I thought it was notable today as we were covering news that we've got Magic the Gathering online championships are this weekend. 13, 14, 15. 250k prize pool for Vintage Cube Draft, Modern, and Pioneer. This I'm very interested in watching. Modern and Pioneer, they're fun. They're fine. You know, not my favorite, not my least favorite. But Vintage Cube Draft at a high level, that'll be tight. First place wins $50,000. Woo-wee! Woo! I'll take that. And then lastly, on Action News tonight, we have got Kaladesh Remastered coming out tomorrow via the all news via the MTG Arena State of the Game, November 20. Let's take a look at this one. Jake and Joel Action News, November 11th, 2020. MTG Arena State of the Game has dropped for Kaladesh Remastered. Let's take a look at what's inside. All right, thank you for bearing with me on that. Thank you, News Joel. Thank you, News Joel. I appreciate that. MTG Arena State of the Game 2020. Here, let's take a look at this. We're going to try and make this big so we can watch it together. I haven't watched this video yet.
Release the Falters.
Oh, Alias out of nowhere.
Arena in the latest remastered set with a bevy of gadgets, gizmos, and inventive ways to kill your opponents along with it. Get ready to play this set in a brand new way, or experience it all for the very first time. Kaladesh is a visual delight, featuring strong architectural designs, a bold color palette, and some of the best card art of recent sets. If you've never seen it before, you're going to love it. With Kaladesh Remastered, you'll have access to over 300 cards from the steampunk-inspired plane, including fan favorites such as Chandra, Torture Defiance, Aetherworks Marvel, Rogue Refiner, and plenty more.
Rogue Refiner. Boogeyman.
As with Amonkhet Remastered, Kaladesh Remastered brings a refined and curated list of cards to the table, making for a unique, limited experience and shaking up Historic without overpowering it. Can you kill your opponent with
Fatal Push? Fatal Push and Historic?
Can you crew? Will you
There's SRAM.
And fabricate
it's the only deck Jake cares about.
What bombs will you open that will later crush your opponents on the ladder? There's only one way to find out. Kaladesh Remastered arrives in Arena on November 12th.
That's tomorrow, y'all.
Available from November 5th. Included in the pre-order is a Sahili Rai avatar and card sleeve, 10 booster packs, 3 draft tokens, 4 Ether Hub cards, and card style, all for $29.99. So kit yourself out by securing your pre-order and get cracking in style as soon as the set launches. I'll see you in Kaladesh.
Bye, Alias. So, that's coming out. This is gonna be a cool week because we got this is all we're doing tomorrow on stream is Kaladesh. We're gonna do some limited, we're gonna do some constructed. If you have a Kaladesh deck that you want me to play on stream tomorrow, shoot it my way, either Twitter DM or through Discord if you're a Patreon. Let me know. We'll be playing some cool stuff tomorrow. I've got a list of stuff that we're gonna do already, but I got some room to add some other, you know, weird combo, you know, meme stuff. If you build it, whatever you want, just shoot it my way. We've got Kaladesh Remastered. We are missing some cards from it, I do believe. I know we're not going to see Walking Ballista. Yeah, Ben, we'll shoot back to it here in a little bit. We'll do a little recap. We've got, obviously, sealed drafts, all the ways to play it. Spencer, I'm actually not sure. If anybody's got a link, and Food Time, if you're here, if you could shoot one my way. If anybody's got a link of the cards that were in original Kaladesh, but not coming to us, that'd be great to know. That'd be great to know. Be great info. Obviously, we're gonna see drafts. Best of 3 player drafts. Up to 20,000 gold and 40 booster packs. It's for limited? Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some of those tomorrow for sure. That sounds like fun. I don't think that's a giraffe, Luke. I think that's some kind of like aardvark or... I think it's a sand shrew. I think you call this a sand shrew. Although this may be an adult male sand slash, I'm not entirely sure. Kaladesh Remastered Draft Challenge. 3,000 gems or 15,000 gold. So if you enter for 15,000 gold, you got to get 6 wins. Wait, what does this mean? 6 wins? Or 6 wins. I think it's an old typo. Also bringing back Historic Brawl, and I want to make a special note here. To anyone who plays Brawl, make sure you play this event. What we want, at least what I want, is for them to convert Brawl permanently to Historic Brawl. There's enough cool cards, there's enough... Like, we can be playing Commander Light at this point. Let's do away with Brawl, Standard Brawl. Let's make Historic Brawl permanent. We got 3 card styles here for an entry fee of 2,500 or 500. That's pretty standard. But the point is that want them to make Historic Brawl the standard one. Looniest. It's perfect. Ah, it's just these 3. Felidar Guardian. So I can make this a little better. Felidar Guardian. Smuggler's Copter. And Walking Ballista. Won't be in the set. No cat, no copter, no Walking Ballista. I don't know why. Just because this card goes infinite with so many things. This, I mean, fine, I get it. It was a banned card. Fine, I get it. It's a banned card. But like, Ballista, come on. That card shouldn't be, that card should be in the set. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I hope though that they, Devin, I hope that they play tested it, right, in Historic, because that is in Pioneer, and it hasn't been a problem. It's not even like the best deck. Yeah, for sure. Like, I get it. I just think that it's not necessary. Yeah, food time. See, something like that makes more sense to me. Like, they didn't play test it. They don't care what power level it is in Pioneer, but they don't want it to be a client-side thing, right? That makes sense to me. But based just on power level... Come on. It's not even the best deck in Pioneer. And that deck is in Pioneer. Again, I know Historic's a different pool of cards. I get it. I get it. Yeah, Punisher. I can get that. I see that. Yeah, Nick, it would have been cool if they had put the inventions in here too, but that's, I mean, they haven't ever done anything like that. Sometimes the promotional art will come out from cards like that for cards that are already in the set somehow, but they won't just like add cards to the client that weren't previously there. Like Lightning Greaves, that was one of the Soul Ring. Those were some of those inventions, right? Doesn't make sense for them to put those in the client. So we've got Inventors Fair Historic Brawl Festival starting on November 20. Week long. Please, if you play Brawl, please make, and if you don't play Brawl even, and you have 2,500 gold sitting around, and you just want to go play Brawl for a week, please go play this. This is, I mean, they look at all this data, right? They run their stuff data-based. So go play this so it shows them that they want to keep Historic Brawl in the client. We've also received a lot of feedback from players who really want to play Historic Brawl more often, so we're running these events to help test the waters and hopefully find a happy balance between the two. We'll leave it up to player interest and behavior to help us make this decision. Look at this, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Go play this. Go and play in this. It starts... not this Friday, but next Friday. November 20th. Runs for a week. See, Lunist? That's what I'm talking about. That's why it needs to be Historic Brawl. Historic Brawl would not rotate. Historic Brawl is a stepping stone to Commander in the client. And it is essentially Commander Light. Yes, it is worse Commander, but we can also look at the glass half full, right? And say it's Commander Light. And it's what we've got, honestly. Not everybody likes playing Commander in MTGO. I personally do. Not everybody does. But for the most part, Arena's got a solid UI and user experience, so we just need some stepping stones. We just need to get there. MTGO took years to get to where it was. And then we've also got mobile. Mobile support has been pushed to 2021. We already knew this, but this is the confirmation here. Shocker. Scoot Swarm pushed the mobile release of Arena at least 2 more months. And like, we hope to have an updated timeline come January with the release of Call Time, so early 2021 means every month, January, February, March, April, May, June. As long as they do it before June, right? That can still be considered early 2021. If you want to consider July on late 2021. So we've got a little bit to go before we'll be playing Arena on our mobile devices. Shocking, I know. But hopefully it gets there. that is going to do it for the news on November 11th, 2020. Stick around. Commander gameplay on MTGO is next. Thank you for tuning in to Jake and Joel Action News on November 11th, 2020. Take care. Commander on MTGO is next.